Welcome back to Chrome and Classics. Today we're diving into the restoration of a true 90s icon, the 1995 Mazda RX-7 FD. This car represents everything great about the golden era of JDM performance. A sleek aerodynamic body, pop-up headlights, and of course, the legendary 13 BREW twin-turbo rotary engine. But after nearly 3 decades, time hasn't been kind to this once glorious machine. The engine is tired, the paint is faded, and the interior is in desperate need of revival. So let's bring this rotary beast back to life. Assessment and disassembly. The first step in any restoration is assessing the damage. Our RX-7 has been sitting for years, and it shows. The body has dents and rust spots, the headlights are clouded, and the interior smells like a combination of mildew and old gasoline. Under the hood, the rotary engine is covered in grime, with visible oil leaks and cracked hoses. Given the RX-7's reputation for reliability challenges, a full teardown is necessary. We carefully remove the front bumper, fenders, and hood, exposing the heart of the car. Engine removal and rebuild. Now comes the most crucial part, pulling the 13 BREW engine. This twin-rotor powerhouse is a work of art, but requires precision in its rebuild. With the engine out, we strip it down to the bare housings, checking for wear, warping, and carbon buildup. The apex seals, one of the rotary engine's biggest weaknesses, are completely shot. We replace them with upgraded carbon apex seals for better longevity. The rotors, eccentric shaft, and housings are carefully cleaned, and we install new bearings, seals, and gaskets before reassembling the engine. Turbo system and cooling upgrades. The factory twin-turbo setup is known for its sequential operation, which often leads to issues over time. Instead of simply restoring it, we upgrade to a single turbo conversion, giving the RX-7 better reliability and power delivery. Alongside the turbo upgrade, we install a high-flow intercooler, a new aluminum radiator, and upgraded coolant hoses to prevent overheating, one of the RX-7's notorious weak points. With a fresh tune, the rotary is now primed for a reliable and powerful comeback. Chassis and suspension overhaul. A proper restoration isn't just about engine work. The RX-7's lightweight chassis and balanced handling are what made it legendary, so we focus on bringing that back to its former glory. The stock suspension is worn and sagging, so we install new coilovers, improving stance and handling. The bushings, control arms, and sway bars are all inspected and replaced where needed. With an upgraded limited slip differential, this RX-7 is now ready to carve corners like it did back in the 90s. Brakes and wheels stopping power is just as important as acceleration. We swap out the old worn-out brakes for Brembo 4-piston calipers with slotted rotors and high-performance brake pads. The stock wheels, although iconic, have seen better days. We replace them with a set of 17-inch Volk Racing TE37s, wrapped in fresh Bridgestone Potenza tires for maximum grip. This combination ensures that the RX-7 not only looks the part, but can also handle the power we're about to unleash. Bodywork and paint restoration. Now, we turn our attention to the exterior. The faded red paint is stripped down, revealing the imperfections beneath. We spend hours carefully repairing dents and addressing rust spots before laying down a fresh coat of Mazda's iconic competition yellow mica. After multiple layers of clear coat and meticulous wet sanding, the paint shines like it did when it first rolled off the showroom floor. The pop-up headlights are restored with new lenses, and the black trim pieces are refinished for that factory-fresh appearance. Interior restoration. Stepping inside, we're met with torn leather seats, a cracked dashboard, and outdated electronics. The interior gets a complete overhaul, brand new black leather Recaro seats, a restored 3-spoke Nardi steering wheel, and an upgraded touchscreen infotainment system with Bluetooth connectivity. The gauge cluster is recalibrated, and the center console is refreshed with carbon fiber trim. With new carpets, soundproofing, and a deep clean, the cabin is now a place where you'd actually want to spend time. Final assembly and testing. With the engine rebuilt, the body restored, and the interior refreshed, it's time to put everything back together. The freshly painted panels are reinstalled, and we meticulously check every connection, every bolt, and every detail. Once everything is in place, it's time for the moment of truth, starting the engine. The 13 BREW fires up, idling smoothly with a deep rotary hum. A few adjustments to the tune, and we're ready to hit the road. First drive and conclusion. Taking the RX-7 out for its first drive is pure magic. The lightweight chassis, responsive steering, and that unmistakable rotary sound remind us why this car is so special. The upgraded turbo setup delivers power seamlessly, and the fresh suspension keeps it planted through the corners. After weeks of meticulous work, this once-forgotten RX-7 is now fully restored and ready to turn heads. That wraps up another restoration here at Chrome and Classics. If you enjoyed this build, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment on what car you'd love to see restored next. Until next time, keep those classics alive.